Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. Students, today we are going to learn further about Microsoft Word. We are going to learn about inserting objects. So let's do a quick recap of what we have learned till now. So in our last class, we learned about page orientation. In page orientation, we learned about portrait and landscape. How does the portrait page is displayed, and how the landscape is displayed. Then we learned about was the page size and page break. We learned about watermark. In watermark, we learned about how to insert the picture or the text in the background of the page. And at last, we learned about previewing and printing of a document. So today we are going to learn about inserting objects and pictures. Now, how do we insert objects and pictures in MS Word? So the first thing we do is we place the cursor at the point where we want to insert the picture and click on the Insert tab. Next is we'll click on the picture option, which is in the illustration group. The Insert Picture dialog box will appear. It will show up there. You can see it here. Next is we will browse the location of the picture where the picture has been saved. We'll click on it and we'll click on Insert. Now then you will see the selected picture will get added to the document. Now if you want to take the picture to some other location, then you can drag the picture and drop it to your desired location. So next comes is formatting picture. Now we have added the picture, and just in case if you want to format the picture, we want to maybe add some designs to it or add some border or some other color effects to it, then we use the formatting picture option. Now in this we will go to the format tab, which is added to the ribbon, and once you click on that you will get different options there. The first is the artistic effect. If you see the artistic effects, you will find it in the adjust group, and it will allow us to apply artistic effect as the name suggests, right? So for example, if you want to make a picture look like a sketch, like the pencil drawing you do, right, the sketching, if you want to do that, you can change it here. You can want to drawing or a painting, right? So there are different options which you can. So an art related kind of work can be done here. Second is applying picture styles. Now if you want to change the appearance of your picture, then you can do that by selecting the picture style group. You will find different options like a circle or oval kind of a shape, which you can select it and apply to it. Next comes the picture effect. So this will give a shadow to the picture. If the shadow is there, then what color should be the shadow, whether the picture should glow, whether there should be a reflection. All these digital effects can be done in picture effects. And picture border, what kind of border you want to apply to your picture. Just in case if you want to apply a border, you can do it in the picture border option. Next is wrap text. This option will arrange the text and it will help you control the position of the picture with the respect to the text of the document. So you can just take the text wherever you want, and you would see the text automatically getting aligned to the wrap text option. Now if you want to rotate the picture, this option is also available in the arrange group, which helps us to rotate a picture, and you can flip a picture as you want. The next and the last one is the crop option. This option in the size group will help you cut at the unwanted part of an image. So whichever part you don't want, you can just go ahead and remove it. So students, let's watch a video of formatting the picture.
If you have pictures in your document, you want them to look as good as possible. Sometimes that means making a few adjustments, like changing the color, adding an effect, or just applying a border. To get started, modify. This will open the Format tab on the right. Here you'll find everything you need to edit the image. First, I'm going to show you how to crop it to a different size. Just click the crop command and you'll see a series of cropping handles around the edge of the picture. You'll need to place your mouse right over these handles, or you might grab one of the sides, and the part of the image that's going to be cropped out will be highlighted gray. Just keep making adjustments as needed, and then deselect the command, or just press Enter when you're done. You may have noticed that there's a drop-down arrow below the crop command. If we mouse over crop to shape, we can change the shape of the image so it's not just a square or a rectangle. I'm going to choose the teardrop shape, which, as you can see, matches the rest of the graphics in my document. In some cases, you may want to change or correct the color of your image or add some kind of special effect. You can access these options in the Adjust group. For example, if you go to Corrections, you can soften or sharpen the image. Just take a look at the thumbnails to see what it's going to look like. You can also adjust the brightness and contrast. I think this one looks good. Let's take a look at the color command next. Here you can change the saturation, as well as the color tone, which controls how warm or cool the image appears. You can even change the color of the picture altogether using the theme colors that are currently applied to your document. I'm just going to change the color tone. Then take a look at the last command in the group, Artistic Effects. Now, you probably don't want to use an artistic effect on every picture, but in some cases they can really help you enhance your document. For example, I like this effect because it makes the photo look like a painting or an illustration, and that matches the bold look that I'm going for perfectly. If you're looking for more ways to enhance your images, you might want to try the Picture Styles group. Here you can add frames, drop shadows, and other picture effects all in a single click. If you don't like any of the presets, you can use the commands on the right instead. In this example, I'm going to add my own border, and then open the command again to make the weight a little thicker. Before you send out your document, you may want to compress any pictures that you've added. This will make the file size smaller, so the document will be easier to email or post on the web. First, make sure your image is selected, then click the Compress Pictures command. Notice that there's an option to delete cropped areas of pictures. This will delete any cropped areas permanently instead of just hiding them, so they won't contribute to the file size. You can also change the resolution for the image. The email setting offers the lowest resolution, so it'll have the smallest possible file size. Now, the look of the picture has changed a bit. That's because compression lowers the quality of the image. Often that's not what you want. For example, if you're planning to print the document instead of sending it online. You'll just have to decide whether higher quality or lower file size is more important to you, depending on the situation. Now you know how to format pictures in Word. Don't be afraid to experiment with the options we've talked about today. With so many tools at your disposal, you can do all kinds of creative things with your images.
So students, I hope this video was informative and it gave you an understanding of how you can use and edit images in Microsoft Word. So students, next we are going to learn about is inserting clip art. Now clip art is a collection of pre-designed images which you will find it in the clip art gallery of Microsoft Office. Especially clip art option is used in Microsoft Word as well as in PowerPoint, but there are other applications also where you may find the clip art. Now, how do we use clip art? Now, if you want to add clip art to the option, see students, there are two things. One is default clip arts, which the Microsoft gives along with this system, and there are few which are just needs to be downloaded from internet. So you need to be on the internet to download further clip art options. Now, see, the first thing is how we are going to do that. We are going to place the cursor to the point where we want to insert the clip art. We will click on the Insert tab, and on the clip art option in the illustration group, you will find a task which appears. Now, you type the desired word there. Whatever you want to type there, you can type there and click on the go button. You will see a list of related images so suppose if I'm searching for animals, the animals pictures related to animals will appear. If I am looking for environment, then the pictures related to environment will appear, right? All those things will appear here, and you can select from the desired pictures which are the clip arts and click on OK, and this will add to your Word document. Now similarly, what is next is word art. What is word art? Word art is a text styling feature. You can see how A is been written in different designs, right? The word art gallery includes different styles that can be applied to any text. Now how do we use that? So to use word art, you can place the cursor at the position where the word object you want to apply. Second thing is you click on insert tab, then go to the word art option in the text group. You will see a gallery which is mentioned here as in the picture. This gallery will appear. Now you select the desired word style and a placeholder will appear that will tell you that within this boundary this text will get applied, right? And you can start typing and you can replace the text holder with the text you want. So by default it might be written as text there. You can just go ahead and put in your words which you want to put there. So similarly we can also format the word text. So there are different ways we can format the word text. The first is the text direction. How do I want to display my text? Horizontal or vertical? I can do that. If I want to put in a shape, right? If I want to insert shape, then I can select the shape from the shapes group and I can edit them also by using it. The next is the option in the word art style group that will fill different colors in gradient of word text. And the last is text effects, where it will tell you how your text will look like. You want to give a 3D effects, you want to give a rotation, reflection or glow. All these things can be done using the text effects. So students, this brings us to the end of the class today. Our homework is to do question number 1, which is how does word art differ from clip art, and question number 3, which is write the steps for inserting clip art in a document. So students, just in case if you have any questions related to today's discussion, feel free to reach me through the comment section. So thank you for your time students and have a good day ahead.